Struck it rich overnight? Don't let your windfall slip away. The audiobook Suddenly Rich reveals the 7 crucial steps to transform unexpected wealth into lasting prosperity. Learn to navigate the emotional roller coaster, make smart financial decisions, and create a meaningful legacy. Whether you've just hit the jackpot or dream of future riches, this guide is your ticket to financial success and personal fulfillment. Don't risk losing it all. Master the art of enduring wealth today. Before we go on, I invite you to download the free bundle, which contains the ebook version of this book and an executive summary of all the chapters with the key takeaways. Studies show that engaging with content through multiple formats significantly enhances learning and retention. Click on the first link in the description to claim your free bundle now and maximize your learning potential. Now it's free, but it won't be for long, so make sure to grab it while you can. Chapter 1: Sudden Fortune. Imagine waking up one morning to discover that your life has changed forever. Your bank account, once a source of constant worry, now boasts a balance that seems almost surreal. This isn't a dream, it's your new reality. You've just experienced what many only fantasize about: sudden wealth. The phenomenon of sudden wealth is as captivating as it is complex. It's a life-altering event that can come from various sources: a lottery win, an inheritance, a successful business sale, or even a viral social media post that catapults you into unexpected fame and fortune. Regardless of its origin, sudden wealth brings with it a whirlwind of emotions, challenges, and opportunities that can overwhelm even the most level-headed individual. As you embark on this journey through Suddenly Rich, 7 Things to Do If You Get Rich Overnight, you're taking the first crucial step towards understanding and managing this transformative experience. This book is your guide, your confidant, and your roadmap to navigating the exhilarating yet treacherous waters of newfound riches. But here's a secret. This book isn't just for those who have already struck gold. It's for dreamers, planners, and anyone who aspires to build wealth, whether gradually or overnight. The principles and strategies we'll explore are universal, applicable to all levels of financial success. By understanding these concepts now, you're preparing yourself for a future where financial opportunities, big or small, can be seized with confidence and wisdom. Let's begin by acknowledging the emotional roller coaster that accompanies sudden wealth. The initial shock and euphoria can be overwhelming. You might find yourself laughing uncontrollably one moment and sitting in stunned silence the next. This emotional whiplash is normal and expected. Your brain is literally rewiring itself to accommodate this new reality. But as the initial high fades, other emotions creep in. Anxiety about managing this wealth, fear of losing it all, and even guilt about your good fortune can surface. You might worry about how this will affect your relationships or struggle with a newfound sense of responsibility. These feelings are all part of the psychological impact of sudden wealth, and recognizing them is the first step in managing them effectively. The cognitive effects of sudden wealth can be equally profound. Decision-making becomes more complex when the stakes are higher and the options more numerous. You might find yourself paralyzed by choice, unable to make even simple decisions for fear of making a mistake. This analysis paralysis is a common pitfall for the newly wealthy, but it's one that can be overcome with the right mindset and tools. As we delve deeper into this chapter, we'll explore how sudden wealth can shift your attitude and outlook on life. You may find your values changing, your goals expanding, and your perspective on the world around you transforming. These shifts can be positive, opening up new horizons and possibilities you never thought possible. But they can also be challenging, forcing you to reevaluate relationships and make difficult choices about your lifestyle and priorities. One of the most significant challenges of sudden wealth is the potential for mismanagement and overspending. Without proper guidance and self-control, it's all too easy to burn through even substantial sums of money. The stories of lottery winners who end up broke within a few years are cautionary tales that underscore the importance of financial education and disciplined management. Moreover, sudden wealth can make you vulnerable to scams and exploitation. Friends, family, and even strangers may come out of the woodwork, seeking a piece of your newfound fortune. Unscrupulous advisors might offer unsolicited investment opportunities that promise unrealistic returns. Learning to protect yourself and your assets becomes a crucial skill in this new landscape. But for all its challenges, sudden wealth also presents incredible opportunities. You now have the means to invest in personal growth like never before. Education, skills development, and experiences that were once out of reach are now within your grasp. You can expand your horizons, travel the world, start that business you've always dreamed of, or dedicate yourself to causes you're passionate about. The key to navigating these challenges and opportunities lies in developing a wealth-ready mindset. This isn't just about managing money, it's about managing yourself. It's about cultivating the emotional intelligence, self-awareness, and decision-making skills that will serve you well regardless of your bank balance. This is where the universal appeal of this book comes into play. The principles we'll explore in the coming chapters are not just for the suddenly wealthy, they're for anyone who aspires to financial success and personal growth. By understanding these concepts now, you're laying the groundwork for future prosperity, whether it comes gradually or overnight. Consider this: financial literacy is a skill that pays dividends at any income level. Learning to assess your finances accurately, make informed decisions, and plan for the future are valuable skills whether you're managing a modest savings account or a multi-million-dollar portfolio. The strategies for protecting and growing wealth that we'll discuss can be scaled and applied to any financial situation. Moreover, the psychological and emotional tools we'll develop, resilience, adaptability, and a growth mindset are invaluable in all areas of life. They'll help you navigate not just financial windfalls, but any significant life changes that come your way. As we set the stage for your journey through this book, it's important to embrace the change that wealth brings. Accepting your new reality doesn't mean forgetting where you came from or losing touch with your core values. Instead, it means being open to the possibilities that lie ahead while staying grounded in who you are. This journey will require a commitment to learning and personal development. The world of wealth management is complex and ever-changing. Laws, markets, and best practices evolve constantly. To truly thrive in this new reality, you must become a lifelong learner, always seeking to expand your knowledge and refine your skills. Throughout this book, we'll explore strategies for managing sudden wealth effectively. We'll discuss the importance of taking a pause before making any major decisions, how to assess your new financial situation accurately, and the crucial steps for setting up financial guardrails to protect your wealth. We'll delve into the art of lifestyle control, ensuring that your newfound wealth enhances your life without defining it. You'll learn how to create a blueprint for your financial future, aligning your wealth with your deepest values and aspirations. We'll explore the delicate balance of generosity and boundary setting, helping you navigate the often tricky waters of relationships and wealth. Each chapter builds on the last, providing you with a comprehensive toolkit for managing sudden wealth. But remember, these tools are not just for those who have already struck it rich. They're for anyone who wants to be prepared for financial success, whenever and however it may come. As we conclude this first chapter, take a moment to reflect on your own financial journey. Whether you're currently managing sudden wealth, building your fortune gradually, or simply dreaming of future success, the principles we'll explore in this book will serve you well. The road ahead may be challenging, but it's also filled with incredible potential. By embracing this journey with an open mind and a commitment to growth, you're setting yourself up for not just financial success, but personal fulfillment as well. In the next chapter, we'll explore the crucial first step in managing sudden wealth, the power of the pause. This simple yet profound strategy can make all the difference in how you navigate the initial whirlwind of sudden riches. But for now, take a deep breath and prepare yourself for the transformative journey ahead. The world of wealth awaits, and you're about to discover just how ready you can be to embrace it. Before we continue, Make sure to subscribe to Grow to the Top and activate notifications to receive more self-improvement tips that will supercharge your growth. And make sure to give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. It really helps the channel grow. Thank you for your support. Chapter 2. Pause first. In the whirlwind of sudden wealth, your first instinct might be to act quickly. After all, the world seems to have opened up before you, presenting a dazzling array of opportunities and possibilities. But what if the most powerful action you could take right now is paradoxically to do nothing at all? Welcome to the concept of the strategic pause, a deceptively simple yet profoundly impactful approach to managing sudden wealth. This chapter will explore why taking a deliberate step back is not just beneficial but crucial for your long-term financial and emotional well-being. At first glance, the idea of pausing might seem counterintuitive. Shouldn't you be seizing the moment, making bold moves, and living life to the fullest now that you have the means? While these impulses are natural and understandable, they can also lead you down a path fraught with potential pitfalls and regrets. The truth is, the moments immediately following a sudden influx of wealth are charged with emotion and adrenaline. Your mind is racing, your heart is pounding, and the world around you seems to be moving at a dizzying pace. In this state, making clear-headed, rational decisions about your newfound wealth is nearly impossible. This is where the power of the pause comes into play. By consciously deciding to take a step back, you're giving yourself the invaluable gift of time and space. This isn't about procrastination or fear. It's about creating a buffer between the emotional high of sudden wealth and the critical decisions that will shape your financial future. But what exactly does it mean to pause? It's more than just sitting still and doing nothing. A strategic pause is an active process of reflection, preparation, and emotional regulation. It's about taking control of your narrative and setting the stage for thoughtful, intentional action. One of the primary benefits of pausing is that it prevents hasty financial mistakes. In the heat of the moment, it's all too easy to make impulsive purchases or investments that you might later regret. By giving yourself time to cool down and think clearly, you're far more likely to make decisions that align with your long-term goals and values. Moreover, a pause allows time for emotional adjustment. Sudden wealth can trigger a roller coaster of feelings: excitement, fear, guilt, anxiety, and everything in between. These emotions can cloud your judgment and lead to decisions based on fleeting feelings rather than sound reasoning. By pausing, you give yourself the opportunity to process these emotions in a healthy way, rather than acting on them impulsively. As you settle into this pause, you might find yourself facing an unexpected challenge: external pressure. Once word gets out about your newfound wealth, you may find yourself inundated with unsolicited advice, investment opportunities, and requests for financial assistance. It can be overwhelming, and the temptation to act quickly to appease others or seize perceived opportunities can be strong. This is where the art of polite deflection comes into play. Learning to say, "I'm taking some time to consider my options," or "I'm not making any financial decisions at the moment," can be a powerful tool in your arsenal. These phrases allow you to maintain control over your wealth without burning bridges or creating unnecessary conflict. Navigating public attention can be particularly tricky. Depending on how you acquired your wealth, you might find yourself thrust into the spotlight, facing scrutiny from the media or your community. Maintaining privacy becomes not just a preference, but a necessity for your peace of mind and financial security. During this pause, one of your most important tasks is to process your emotions effectively. This starts with emotional awareness, learning to identify and name the feelings that are swirling within you. Are you excited, anxious, overwhelmed, all of the above? Acknowledging these emotions is the first step in managing them. Techniques for emotional regulation can be invaluable during this time. Mindfulness practices, for instance, can help you stay grounded in the present moment rather than getting carried away by fantasies of the future or regrets about the past. Stress management strategies, such as deep breathing exercises or physical activity, can help you maintain your equilibrium in the face of intense emotions. As you settle into your pause, it's important to establish a mindful approach to your new circumstances. This means practicing patience, not just with the world around you, but with yourself. Set a realistic time frame for your reflection period. This might be a few weeks or even a few months, depending on your situation. The key is to give yourself enough time to truly process your new reality without letting the pause stretch on indefinitely. During this time, avoid making immediate commitments. This doesn't mean you can't explore options or gather information. In fact, that's an important part of the process. But resist the urge to sign on the dotted line or make firm promises until you've had time to thoroughly consider your choices. Creating space for thought is crucial during your pause. Find a quiet environment where you can reflect without distractions. This might mean taking a short trip somewhere peaceful or simply carving out dedicated time each day for solitude and contemplation. Journaling can be an incredibly powerful tool during this period, allowing you to explore your thoughts and feelings on paper and track how they evolve over time. As you navigate your pause, communication becomes key. Your close contacts, family and friends, may be just as excited about your newfound wealth as you are, and they might have expectations or hopes about how it will affect them. It's important to set clear expectations early on. Let them know that you're taking time to process this change and that you won't be making any major decisions or commitments immediately. This is also the time to start establishing boundaries. It may feel uncomfortable at first, especially if you're not used to saying no to loved ones. But remember, setting boundaries is not about being selfish. It's about ensuring that you can manage your wealth in a way that's sustainable and aligned with your values. When faced with requests or suggestions during your pause, practice using polite deferrals. Phrases like, "I appreciate your input, but I'm not making any decisions right now," or "I'll keep that in mind for when I'm ready to explore options," can help you maintain your pause without alienating others. As your pause progresses, you'll naturally start preparing for the informed decisions that lie ahead. This is the time to gather necessary information, identifying areas where you need to increase your knowledge or seek expert advice. Make a list of questions and concerns that you want to address before making any major moves. Start outlining your immediate priorities. What are the most pressing issues you need to address once your pause is over? This might include setting up meetings with financial advisors, lawyers, or tax professionals. By planning these next steps during your pause, you'll be ready to hit the ground running when the time comes to take action. To make the most of your pause, consider incorporating some practical exercises into your routine. Regular mindfulness meditation sessions can help you stay centered and focused. Journaling your thoughts and emotions daily can provide valuable insights into your evolving relationship with your wealth. You might also want to create a personal pause plan, a set of guidelines for how you'll approach decision-making in the future, incorporating the lessons you've learned during this reflective period. As you engage in this process, it's natural to wonder about the potential outcomes. At the very least, taking a pause should help you avoid immediate financial mistakes, those impulsive decisions that can chip away at your wealth before you've had a chance to truly benefit from it. But the benefits can go much further than that. An excellent outcome would be the development of a clear, thoughtful action plan. By the end of your pause, you should have a solid understanding of your financial situation, your goals, and the steps you need to take to align the two. You'll have identified key professionals to consult and prioritized your next moves. The best possible outcome, however, goes beyond just this particular instance of sudden wealth. Ideally, this experience will help you establish a lifelong habit of mindful decision-making. The skills you develop during this pause, emotional regulation, thoughtful reflection, and strategic planning, will serve you well in all areas of life, financial and otherwise. Of course, even with the best intentions, things can go wrong. You might find yourself succumbing to pressure and acting impulsively despite your commitment to pause. If this happens, the key is to recognize it quickly. Identify what triggered your action and halt any further moves. Then, recommit to your pause strategy. Remember, it's never too late to step back and reassess. You might also find yourself overwhelmed by emotions, unable to find the calm reflection you're seeking. In this case, don't hesitate to seek professional counseling. A therapist or counselor experienced in sudden wealth syndrome can provide valuable support and guidance. Additionally, practicing stress relief techniques can help you manage intense emotions and maintain your equilibrium. As we conclude this chapter on the power of the pause, you might be wondering what comes next. How do you know when your pause is over? What's the first step you should take when you're ready to move forward? The answers to these questions are deeply personal and depend on your unique circumstances. But rest assured, the next chapter will guide you through the process of transitioning from reflection to action, helping you navigate the delicate balance between caution and opportunity. As you turn the page, prepare yourself for a journey into the heart of your new financial reality, a journey that begins with a single, carefully considered step. Chapter 3. Assess finances. As you emerge from the reflective pause we discussed in the previous chapter, you're ready to take your first active step in managing your newfound wealth. But where do you begin? The answer lies in a process that might seem mundane at first glance, yet holds the key to unlocking the full potential of your financial windfall. Imagine you've been given a map to a vast, uncharted territory. This map represents your new financial landscape. But here's the catch. The map is blank. Your task is to fill it in, to chart every hill, valley, and hidden treasure within your financial domain. This process of mapping out your finances is what we call financial assessment, and it's the foundation upon which all your future financial decisions will be built. At its core, financial assessment is about gaining clarity. It's about shining a light into every corner of your financial life, illuminating not just the obvious assets that came with your sudden wealth, but also the existing resources, potential liabilities, and future opportunities that make up your complete financial picture. You might be wondering why this step is so crucial. After all, you know you've come into a significant sum of money. Isn't that enough information to start making decisions? The truth is, without a comprehensive understanding of your entire financial situation, you're essentially navigating blindfolded. You might have a general sense of direction, but you're likely to stumble over obstacles you didn't see coming or miss opportunities that were right in front of you. Let's start by considering your assets. When most people think of assets, they immediately picture cash in the bank or perhaps stocks and bonds. While these are certainly important components of your financial portfolio, they're just the tip of the iceberg. Your assets might include real estate, vehicles, valuable collectibles, or even intellectual property. Each of these assets has its own unique characteristics and potential for growth or depreciation. But identifying your assets is only the first step. The real challenge lies in accurately valuing these assets. This is where many people stumble, either overestimating or underestimating the true worth of what they own. For instance, the sentimental value you attach to a family heirloom might cloud your judgment of its market value. On the flip side, you might be sitting on assets that are far more valuable than you realize. Understanding the concept of liquidity is crucial when assessing your assets. Liquid assets, like cash or easily sold stocks, can be quickly converted into usable funds. Illiquid assets, such as real estate or certain types of investments, may have significant value but can't be easily or quickly turned into cash without potentially incurring losses. Knowing the balance between your liquid and illiquid assets is key to maintaining financial flexibility and security. Now, let's turn our attention to the other side of the financial equation: liabilities. It's easy to focus solely on the positive aspects of your newfound wealth, but a true financial assessment requires an honest look at your debts and obligations as well. This includes obvious liabilities like outstanding loans, mortgages, and credit card balances. But it also encompasses less obvious obligations that could impact your financial future. For instance, Have you considered the potential tax implications of your windfall? Depending on how you acquired your sudden wealth, you might be facing significant tax obligations. Failing to account for these could lead to unpleasant surprises down the road. Similarly, do you have any contractual commitments or pending legal issues that could result in financial obligations? These are the types of liabilities that are easy to overlook but can have a major impact on your overall financial health. With a clear picture of your assets and liabilities, the next step is to evaluate your income streams. This might seem straightforward if you're still employed, but income can come from various sources. Do you have investments generating passive income? Rental properties providing regular cash flow? Understanding not just the amount, but also the sources and stability of your income is crucial for long-term financial planning. It's also important to look to the future. How sustainable are your current income streams? Are there opportunities for growth or diversification? Remember, your sudden wealth might open doors to new income-generating opportunities that weren't available to you before. Part of your financial assessment should involve exploring these possibilities and evaluating their potential impact on your long-term financial stability. Now, let's talk about a topic that many people find uncomfortable: expenses. Analyzing your spending habits is a critical component of financial assessment, yet it's one that's often overlooked or avoided. Start by reviewing your current spending patterns. Look at both your monthly expenses and those that occur annually or at irregular intervals. This exercise often reveals spending habits that you weren't fully aware of. It's particularly important to identify discretionary spending, those expenses that aren't essential but contribute to your quality of life. This isn't about judgment or deprivation, it's about awareness. Understanding where your money is going is the first step in making intentional decisions about your spending. As you assess your expenses, also consider how they might change in the future. Your sudden wealth might lead to lifestyle changes that increase your regular expenses. Or you might be planning major purchases or investments that will impact your financial picture. Anticipating these changes and incorporating them into your assessment will give you a more accurate view of your long-term financial health. With a clear understanding of your assets, liabilities, income, and expenses, you're ready to calculate your net worth. This figure, arrived at by subtracting your total liabilities from your total assets, provides a snapshot of your overall financial health. But remember, net worth is more than just a number. It's a baseline from which you can measure your financial progress over time. Interpreting your net worth requires context. A positive net worth is generally good, but the size of that positive number matters. Is it enough to support your long-term goals? How does it compare to your age and career stage? These are questions to consider as you evaluate your net worth. In today's digital age, numerous tools are available to help you track and calculate your net worth. From simple spreadsheets to sophisticated financial software and apps, these tools can streamline the process of financial assessment. However, don't underestimate the value of professional financial statements. A certified public accountant or financial advisor can provide detailed, professionally prepared statements that offer insights you might miss on your own. As you delve deeper into your financial assessment, the importance of organized documentation becomes clear. Gathering and securely storing your financial records is more than just good housekeeping. It's a crucial step in maintaining control over your finances. This includes bank statements, investment reports, legal documents, contracts, and any other paperwork related to your financial life. Developing a system for organizing these documents is key. Whether you prefer physical filing systems or digital storage solutions, the goal is to create a system that allows you to easily access and update your financial information. Remember, financial assessment isn't a one-time event. It's an ongoing process that requires regular updates and reviews. As you work through your financial assessment, be prepared to uncover some surprises. Many people are shocked to discover hidden fees and costs that have been quietly eroding their wealth. These might include account maintenance fees, investment management fees, or penalties for early withdrawals or missed payments. Understanding these hidden costs is crucial for maximizing the growth potential of your wealth. Similarly, you might uncover overlooked obligations. These could be subscriptions you forgot to cancel, automatic payments you no longer need, or pending legal issues with potential financial implications. Identifying these blind spots is a valuable outcome of the assessment process, allowing you to address them before they become larger problems. To make the most of your financial assessment, consider engaging in some practical exercises. Start by completing a comprehensive personal financial statement. This document provides a detailed overview of your financial situation, including all assets, liabilities, income sources, and major expenses. Creating this statement can be an eye-opening experience, often revealing aspects of your finances you hadn't fully considered before. Another useful exercise is creating a detailed asset and liability spreadsheet. This allows you to track changes in your financial situation over time, giving you a dynamic view of your financial health. You might also want to explore budgeting tools that can help you track your expenses in real time, providing valuable insights into your spending patterns. As you work through your financial assessment, it's natural to wonder about the potential outcomes. At a minimum, this process should give you a basic awareness of your assets and debts. This alone is a significant step forward, providing a foundation for future financial decisions. An excellent outcome would be a detailed understanding of your financial situation that enables truly informed decision-making. With this level of insight, you're equipped to make choices that align with your long-term financial goals and values. The best possible outcome is a comprehensive financial picture that guides strategic planning. This means not just understanding where you are financially, but having a clear vision of where you want to go and how to get there. It's about using the insights gained from your assessment to chart a course for your financial future. Of course, even with the best intentions, things can go wrong in the assessment process. One common pitfall is overlooking critical financial details. This is why it's crucial to double-check all records and statements. Don't hesitate to consult with financial professionals if you're unsure about any aspect of your assessment. Their expertise can help ensure you're not missing any important elements of your financial picture. Another potential issue is underestimating liabilities. It's human nature to focus on the positive aspects of our finances and downplay the negatives. But for a truly accurate assessment, it's crucial to review all legal obligations carefully and update your assessments regularly. Remember, your financial situation is not static. It's constantly evolving, and your assessment should reflect that. As we conclude this chapter on financial assessment, you might be feeling a mix of emotions. Perhaps you're excited by the clarity you've gained, or maybe you're feeling overwhelmed by the complexity of your financial situation. Both reactions are normal and valid. What's important is that you've taken a crucial step towards mastering your newfound wealth. But our journey is far from over. Now that you have a clear map of your financial territory, it's time to start thinking about how to protect it. In the next chapter, we'll explore the concept of financial guardrails, the structures and strategies that will help safeguard your wealth from both external threats and your own potential missteps. As you turn the page, prepare to discover the hidden fortifications that can transform your financial landscape from a vulnerable open field into an impregnable fortress. Chapter 4. Financial Guardrails. Imagine your newfound wealth as a pristine, gleaming sports car. It's powerful, it's beautiful, and it has the potential to take you anywhere you want to go. But here's the catch. You're about to drive this high-performance machine on a winding mountain road. Without the right safeguards in place, one wrong move could send you careening off the edge. This is where the concept of financial guardrails comes into play. Just as guardrails on a treacherous road keep you safely on track, financial guardrails protect your wealth from potential hazards and wrong turns. But what exactly are these guardrails, and how do you install them? At its core, the idea of financial guardrails is about creating a system of protection around your wealth. It's not just about keeping your money safe in a vault. It's about establishing a comprehensive framework that shields your assets from various threats, both external and internal. These threats can range from fraud and exploitation to your own potential missteps in managing complex financial situations. One of the primary reasons these guardrails are so crucial is that they protect you from becoming a target. Sudden wealth can attract all sorts of unsavory characters, from scam artists to unscrupulous advisors looking to take advantage of your newfound riches. By implementing strong protective measures, you create a barrier between your wealth and those who might seek to exploit it. But protection isn't the only function of these financial guardrails. They also serve to ensure that you're complying with all legal and tax obligations. The world of wealth management is complex, with a myriad of laws and regulations that can be challenging to navigate. Without proper guidance, it's easy to inadvertently run afoul of these rules, potentially leading to severe consequences. So, how do you begin to construct these vital guardrails? The first step is to recognize that you don't have to go it alone. In fact, trying to manage significant wealth without professional help is often a recipe for disaster. This is where the concept of building your financial team comes into play. Your financial team is like the pit crew for your high-performance wealth car. Each member has a specific role to play in keeping your finances running smoothly and safely. But who exactly should be on this team? At the core of your financial team are likely to be financial advisors and planners. These professionals can help you develop a comprehensive strategy for managing and growing your wealth. They can provide insights into investment opportunities, help you balance risk and reward, and ensure that your financial decisions align with your long-term goals. Equally important are tax attorneys and accountants. The tax implications of sudden wealth can be significant, and navigating this landscape requires specialized knowledge. These professionals can help you understand your tax obligations, identify potential deductions, and develop strategies to minimize your tax burden legally. Understanding the roles of these professionals is crucial. A financial advisor, for instance, might help you create an investment portfolio, while an accountant ensures you're keeping accurate records and complying with tax laws. A tax attorney might structure your assets in a way that provides legal protection and tax efficiency. The key is that these professionals work together, creating a cohesive strategy for managing your wealth. But how do you go about selecting these crucial team members? This is where the process of due diligence comes into play. It's not enough to simply hire the first advisor you come across or go with a recommendation from a friend. You need to conduct a thorough vetting process to ensure you're entrusting your wealth to truly qualified and trustworthy individuals. Start by verifying credentials and licenses. In the world of finance, credentials matter. Look for recognized certifications like Certified Financial Planner, CFP, or Chartered Financial Analyst, CFA, for financial advisors, and ensure that any legal or tax professionals are properly licensed in your jurisdiction. Don't stop at credentials, though. Check references and reviews. Look for professionals who have experience working with clients in similar financial situations to yours. Online reviews can provide insights, but remember to take them with a grain of salt and look for patterns rather than focusing on individual comments. The interview process is your opportunity to assess not just the professional qualifications of potential advisors, but also their compatibility with you. Prepare a list of questions that cover their experience, approach to wealth management, and how they handle client relationships. Pay attention to how well they communicate complex financial concepts and whether they take the time to understand your unique situation and goals. Trustworthiness is paramount. Look for advisors who are transparent about their fees and any potential conflicts of interest. Be wary of anyone who makes grandiose promises or pushes you to make quick decisions. A trustworthy advisor will encourage you to take your time and fully understand any financial moves you're considering. With your team in place, it's time to start establishing legal protections for your wealth. This is where concepts like trusts and estates come into play. These legal structures can provide powerful protection for your assets, but they can also be complex to set up and manage. Different types of trusts offer various benefits. Some might help reduce your tax burden, while others could protect your assets from potential lawsuits. Some trusts are designed to manage the transfer of wealth to future generations, ensuring that your legacy is preserved according to your wishes. Asset protection strategies go beyond just trusts. You might consider utilizing legal entities like limited liability companies, LLCs, or corporations to separate your personal assets from business ventures. These structures can provide an additional layer of protection, shielding your personal wealth from potential business liabilities. As you implement these legal protections, it's crucial to also establish secure financial systems. This starts with choosing reputable financial institutions to hold your assets. Look for banks and investment firms with strong track records and robust security measures. Consider separating your personal and business finances, even if you're not actively running a business. This separation can provide clarity in your financial management and offer additional legal protections. In today's digital age, enhancing security measures is more important than ever. Use strong, unique passwords for all your financial accounts and enable two-factor authentication wherever possible. Regularly monitor your accounts for any signs of fraudulent activity and consider using identity theft protection services for an extra layer of security. Risk management is another crucial aspect of your financial guardrails. This involves not just protecting against potential losses, but also ensuring that you're positioned to weather any financial storms that might come your way. Insurance plays a key role in risk management. Evaluate your insurance needs carefully, considering policies that protect not just your physical assets, but also your income potential and liability risks. High-value assets may require specialized insurance coverage to ensure they're fully protected. Diversification is a fundamental principle of risk management in investing. By spreading your investments across different asset classes, sectors, and geographic regions, you reduce your exposure to any single risk. This doesn't just mean dividing your money between stocks and bonds. True diversification might include real estate, commodities, and other alternative investments. As you implement these various protective measures, it's important to also define personal policies for managing your wealth. This includes setting clear guidelines for spending, saving, and investing. Establish budgets and limits that align with your long-term financial goals, and make a commitment to review these regularly. One area where many newly wealthy individuals struggle is in dealing with requests for financial assistance from friends and family. Establish clear criteria for when and how you'll provide financial help to others. Consider setting up a separate fund for this purpose, with defined limits. Always document any loans or gifts to avoid misunderstandings down the line. Remember, these guardrails aren't a set-it-and-forget-it solution. They require ongoing oversight and adjustment. Schedule regular financial reviews with your advisory team to ensure your wealth management strategy remains aligned with your goals and adapts to changing circumstances. Implement a system of checks and balances within your financial management. This might involve having multiple team members review major decisions or regularly auditing your financial records. The goal is to ensure transparency and honesty in all financial dealings, protecting you from both external threats and potential mistakes or oversights. To make the most of these concepts, consider engaging in some practical exercises. Start by researching and creating a list of potential advisors in your area. Draft a set of personal financial policies that outline your approach to spending, saving, and helping others. Set up a schedule for regular financial reviews, committing to staying actively involved in the management of your wealth. As you implement these financial guardrails, you might wonder what success looks like. At a basic level, success means having fundamental safeguards in place, secure accounts, some legal protections, and a basic understanding of your financial situation. An excellent outcome would be having a trusted team of advisors in place, working together seamlessly to protect and grow your wealth. The best possible scenario? a comprehensive system of protection and growth strategies, actively managed and regularly reviewed, that not only safeguards your wealth, but positions you for long-term financial success. Of course, even with the best intentions and planning, things can go wrong. One of the most significant risks is choosing unqualified or untrustworthy advisors. Learn to recognize red flags early, things like pressure to make quick decisions, a lack of transparency, or promises of unrealistic returns. Don't be afraid to replace advisors if you lose confidence in their abilities or integrity. Another potential pitfall is a lack of oversight, leading to mismanagement. This is why it's crucial to stay involved in your financial management, even with a team of professionals in place. Implement regular audits and establish clear accountability measures for all members of your financial team. As we conclude this chapter on financial guardrails, you might feel a sense of security starting to settle in. You've learned about the importance of building a strong financial team, implementing legal protections, and establishing secure systems to manage your wealth. But as reassuring as these measures are, they're just the beginning of your journey. In the next chapter, we'll explore a concept that might seem at odds with your newfound wealth and security. We'll delve into an idea that, at first glance, might make you uncomfortable. But trust me, understanding and mastering this next principle could be the key to not just preserving your wealth, but truly enjoying it. Are you ready to challenge your perceptions and possibly step out of your comfort zone? Turn the page and let's embark on the next phase of your wealth management journey. Chapter 5: Lifestyle Control. Imagine standing at the helm of a magnificent yacht. The open sea stretches before you, promising adventure and luxury beyond your wildest dreams. With your newfound wealth, you have the power to chart any course you desire. But here's the catch. The decisions you make now will determine not just your immediate enjoyment, but the longevity of your journey. This chapter is about mastering the art of navigation in the sea of wealth. It's about understanding the currents that can push you off course and learning to steer with purpose and precision. But most importantly, it's about finding the delicate balance between indulgence and restraint, between living in the moment and securing your future. At first glance, the idea of controlling your lifestyle might seem at odds with the very essence of sudden wealth. After all, isn't the point of having money to enjoy it, to finally live without constraints? While there's truth to this sentiment, the reality is more nuanced. Uncontrolled spending can lead to a rapid depletion of even the most substantial fortunes. It's a phenomenon that has toppled empires and bankrupted lottery winners alike. But this chapter isn't about denying yourself pleasure. Far from it. It's about understanding how to derive the most fulfillment from your wealth while ensuring its longevity. It's about creating a sustainable lifestyle that brings you joy not just for a fleeting moment, but for years to come. One of the first challenges you'll likely encounter is the concept of lifestyle inflation. It's a subtle force, often creeping in unnoticed, gradually elevating your standard of living to match or exceed your new financial status. The psychological drivers behind this phenomenon are powerful and deeply rooted in human nature. Social pressures and expectations play a significant role. Suddenly, you might find yourself in new social circles, surrounded by people with expensive tastes and habits. The urge to keep up can be overwhelming. There's also the internal pressure, the feeling that you should be living a certain way now that you have the means. Emotional spending triggers can become more pronounced with sudden wealth. The thrill of being able to buy whatever you want can be intoxicating. Shopping becomes not just a necessity, but a form of entertainment, a way to celebrate your new status or even to cope with the stress that comes with managing wealth. The financial implications of unchecked lifestyle inflation can be severe. Your burn rate, the rate at which you're spending your wealth, can increase dramatically, sometimes outpacing even substantial investment returns. This can have a significant impact on your long-term financial goals, potentially jeopardizing the very security your wealth was meant to provide. So how do you combat these forces? The first step is to establish clear personal priorities. This involves a deep dive into your core values and what truly brings you happiness. It's about aligning your life with your personal beliefs, not societal expectations of how a wealthy person should live. Take some time to reflect on what matters most to you. Is it experiences or possessions? Personal growth or public recognition? Family time or professional achievements? There are no right or wrong answers here. The key is to be honest with yourself about what genuinely brings you fulfillment. Once you've identified your core values, the next step is to set clear goals. This involves balancing short-term desires with long-term aspirations. It's okay to want to enjoy some immediate benefits of your wealth, but it's crucial to also create a vision for the future. What do you want your life to look like in 5, 10, or 20 years? How can your wealth help you achieve these long-term objectives? With your priorities and goals in mind, it's time to create a sustainable spending plan. This doesn't mean reverting to an austere lifestyle. Remember, the goal is balance, not deprivation. Start with the basics of budgeting, tracking your income and expenses, and allocating funds to different categories. The key here is to be realistic and flexible. Your budget should reflect your new financial reality while also incorporating safeguards against overspending. One effective strategy is to designate a specific amount as fun money, funds explicitly set aside for enjoyment and discretionary spending. This allows you to indulge without guilt, knowing that you're doing so within the confines of a larger, responsible financial plan. Practicing mindful consumption is another crucial aspect of lifestyle control. This involves evaluating each purchase not just in terms of whether you can afford it, but whether it aligns with your values and contributes to your long-term happiness. It's about distinguishing between needs and wants and considering the long-term value of each expenditure. One practical strategy is to implement a waiting period for significant purchases. Give yourself 24 hours, a week, or even a month to reflect on whether you really want or need an item. Often, the initial impulse to buy fades with time, allowing for more rational decision-making. Managing social dynamics can be one of the most challenging aspects of sudden wealth. Your relationships may change, sometimes in unexpected ways. Friends and family might have new expectations, and jealousy can rear its ugly head. It's important to navigate these changes thoughtfully, staying true to your values while also being sensitive to others' feelings. When it comes to socializing, remember that meaningful connections aren't built on lavish spending. Find ways to enjoy time with friends and family that don't revolve around expensive outings. Host gatherings at home, explore free local events, or engage in shared hobbies. The goal is to create experiences that enrich your relationships without unnecessarily inflating your lifestyle. As you navigate this new terrain, it's crucial to be vigilant for common pitfalls. Watch for red flags like rapidly escalating expenses or a growing dependence on material possessions for happiness. If you notice these signs, it's time to implement corrective measures. This might involve adjusting your budget, seeking support from your financial advisors, or even consulting with a therapist who specializes in sudden wealth syndrome. Remember, the goal of lifestyle control isn't to live like a miser, hoarding your wealth for some undefined future. It's about finding the sweet spot between enjoyment and responsibility. This means allowing for luxuries, but doing so wisely. Plan for big purchases, ensuring they fit within your overall financial strategy. Treat yourself to experiences or items that bring genuine joy and align with your values. Maintaining financial health requires regular check-ins on your spending habits. Life changes, and your financial plan should evolve accordingly. Maybe you'll discover that certain luxuries don't bring as much joy as you anticipated, while other experiences are more fulfilling than you expected. Be prepared to adjust your approach as you learn more about yourself and your relationship with wealth. To make the most of these concepts, consider engaging in some practical exercises. Start by creating a detailed personal budget that reflects your new financial reality. Track your daily expenses for a month, categorizing each expenditure. This can be an eye-opening experience, revealing spending patterns you might not have been aware of. Next, Challenge yourself to identify non-essential spending that you could reduce. This isn't about eliminating all luxuries, but about recognizing areas where you might be spending out of habit rather than genuine enjoyment or necessity. As you implement these strategies, you might wonder what success looks like. At a basic level, success means having control over your spending habits, avoiding the trap of runaway lifestyle inflation. An excellent outcome would be achieving a balanced lifestyle with sustainable spending, enjoying your wealth while also securing your financial future. The best possible scenario? Long-term financial stability coupled with a deep sense of fulfillment, knowing that you're using your wealth in a way that aligns with your values and contributes to your overall life satisfaction. Of course, even with the best intentions, things can go wrong. Overspending can lead to financial strain, even for those with substantial wealth. If you find yourself in this situation, don't panic. Reassess your budget, making necessary adjustments. Don't hesitate to seek financial counseling if you're struggling to regain control. Social pressures can also lead to excessive lifestyle inflation. In these cases, it's crucial to reaffirm your personal values and goals. Remember why you're practicing lifestyle control in the first place. It may also be helpful to limit your exposure to high-pressure environments or influences that encourage unsustainable spending. As we conclude this chapter on lifestyle control, you might feel a mix of emotions. Perhaps you're excited about the prospect of creating a sustainable, fulfilling lifestyle, or maybe you're feeling a bit overwhelmed by the responsibility of managing your wealth wisely. Both reactions are normal and valid. Remember, mastering lifestyle control is a journey, not a destination. It's about making conscious choices every day, aligning your spending with your values, and finding joy in the balance between indulgence and restraint. It's about writing your own definition of what it means to live well. But as important as lifestyle control is, it's just one piece of the puzzle. In the next chapter, we'll explore a concept that takes your wealth management to an entirely new level. We'll delve into an idea that transforms your relationship with money from reactive to proactive, from short-term thinking to long-term vision. Are you ready to shift your perspective and see your wealth in a whole new light? Turn the page, and let's embark on the next phase of your wealth mastery journey. Chapter 6, Future Blueprint. Imagine for a moment that you're standing at the helm of a time machine. With your newfound wealth as fuel, you have the power to shape not just your present, but your future. The possibilities seem endless, almost dizzying. But here's the catch. Without a clear destination in mind, you might find yourself lost in the vastness of time, your wealth scattered to the winds of chance and impulse. This chapter is about harnessing the power of foresight, about crafting a vision so compelling that it pulls you forward through time, guiding your decisions and actions. It's about transforming your wealth from a mere collection of assets into a dynamic force that propels you towards your deepest aspirations. But what exactly is this future blueprint we speak of? At its core, it's a comprehensive plan that aligns your financial resources with your personal aspirations. It's a roadmap that not only guides you towards your goals, but also prepares you for the twists and turns that life inevitably throws your way. The importance of this blueprint cannot be overstated. Without it, wealth can slip through your fingers like sand, leaving you with little to show for your financial windfall. With a well-crafted plan, however, your wealth becomes a tool for creating lasting prosperity, not just for yourself, but potentially for generations to come. Moreover, a future blueprint serves as a North Star, keeping you oriented amidst the often chaotic world of wealth management. It helps you navigate market fluctuations, economic uncertainties, and personal life changes with confidence and purpose. So how do we begin to craft this powerful tool? The journey starts with vision setting. This is where you allow yourself to dream big, to imagine the life you truly want to create. What does success look like to you? Is it financial independence? Starting a business? Philanthropy? World travel? Take some time to clarify your aspirations across all areas of your life, personal, professional, and financial. Consider not just what you want to achieve, but why it's important to you. This why will be the fuel that drives you forward when challenges arise. As you clarify your aspirations, consider the timeframes for achievement. Some goals might be short-term, achievable within a year or two. Others might be long-term visions that will take a decade or more to realize. The key is to create a balanced vision that gives you both quick wins and long-term direction. Once you have a clear vision, it's time to document it. This step is crucial because it transforms your dreams from vague ideas into concrete objectives. Consider writing a personal mission statement, a concise declaration of your core values and goals. This statement will serve as a touchstone, helping you make decisions that align with your true priorities. Visualizing success is another powerful technique. Create a vivid mental picture of what your life will look like when you've achieved your goals. What will you be doing? How will you feel? This mental image can serve as a powerful motivator, pulling you towards your desired future. With your vision in place, it's time to develop a comprehensive financial plan. This is where your dreams meet the reality of numbers and investment strategies. Start by identifying your investment objectives. Are you looking for steady growth, income generation, capital preservation? Your objectives will guide your investment strategy. One of the key challenges in wealth management is balancing growth with security. While you want your wealth to grow, you also need to protect what you've already accumulated. This often involves diversifying your investments across different asset classes and risk levels. Don't forget to set specific savings goals as part of your plan. This includes establishing an emergency fund to cover unexpected expenses and creating specific purpose funds for major life events or aspirations, such as education for your children or extensive travel. At this point, collaboration with financial planners becomes crucial. While you can certainly do much of the groundwork yourself, a professional planner can provide invaluable expertise and perspective. They can help you navigate complex financial instruments, understand tax implications, and create strategies you might not have considered. When selecting a financial planner, look beyond just credentials and expertise. While these are important, you also want someone who understands and respects your vision. Your financial planner should be a partner in achieving your goals, not someone who tries to impose their own agenda. Working with your planner, you'll create a detailed plan with specific action steps. This plan should include not just investment strategies, but also contingency plans. What will you do if the market takes a downturn? How will you adjust if your income situation changes? Having these contingencies in place helps you stay on track even when life throws curveballs. A critical component of your future blueprint is asset allocation and diversification. This involves spreading your wealth across different types of assets to balance risk and reward. You might invest in stocks for growth, bonds for stability, real estate for income, and perhaps even alternative investments like art or collectibles. Understanding the pros and cons of each asset type is crucial. Stocks can offer high returns but come with volatility. Bonds provide steady income but might not keep pace with inflation. Real estate can appreciate over time but isn't easily liquidated. Your asset allocation should reflect both your financial goals and your risk tolerance. Speaking of risk, assessing your risk tolerance is a key part of creating your future blueprint. How much volatility can you stomach? Are you willing to accept higher risk for potentially higher returns, or do you prefer a more conservative approach? Your risk tolerance might change over time, so it's important to reassess periodically and adjust your portfolio accordingly. Life event planning is another crucial aspect of your future blueprint. Major milestones like marriage, having children, or retirement can have significant financial implications. By anticipating these events and planning for them in advance, you can ensure that your wealth supports your life journey rather than being depleted by it. Don't forget to plan for unexpected events as well. Health issues, economic downturns, or sudden opportunities can all impact your financial situation. Building flexibility into your plan allows you to adapt to these changes without derailing your long-term goals. Staying informed is a key responsibility when managing wealth. This doesn't mean you need to become a financial expert overnight, but you should develop a basic understanding of economic indicators and market trends. Continuing education in finance, whether through books, courses, or seminars, can help you make more informed decisions and communicate more effectively with your advisors. Being proactive rather than reactive is crucial in wealth management. Regularly review and adjust your plans based on changing circumstances and new information. Learn from past decisions, both successes and mistakes, to refine your strategies over time. Tracking progress is essential to ensure you're moving towards your goals. Set clear benchmarks and key performance indicators for your wealth management strategy. These might include target returns on investments, savings milestones, or specific financial ratios. Regular reviews, quarterly and annual at a minimum, help you stay on track and make necessary adjustments. As you look to the future, consider your legacy. Estate planning isn't just for the elderly, it's an important consideration for anyone with significant wealth. This involves more than just writing a will. It includes setting up trusts, designating beneficiaries, and structuring your assets in a way that minimizes taxes and legal complications for your heirs. But passing on wealth involves more than just legal and financial considerations. It's also about passing on values and financial literacy. Consider how you can educate your heirs about responsible wealth management. This might involving them in financial discussions, setting up educational trusts, or creating a family mission statement that guides wealth use across generations. To make the most of these concepts, engage in some practical exercises. Start by writing your personal mission statement. This should be a concise, powerful declaration of your values and goals. Next, create a detailed outline of your financial plan. This doesn't need to be perfect. It's a starting point that you can refine over time. Finally, set specific short-term and long-term financial goals. These should be SMART goals: specific, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. For example, increase my net worth by 20% in the next 3 years, or establish a $1 million education fund for my children within 10 years. As you implement your future blueprint, you might wonder what success looks like. At a basic level, success means having a clear plan for your future financial steps. An excellent outcome would be a comprehensive strategy that aligns your wealth with your life goals, ensuring that your money is working towards what truly matters to you. The best possible scenario? An adaptive roadmap that not only ensures sustained growth of your wealth, but also leads to deep personal fulfillment and a lasting positive impact on the world. Of course, even with the best planning, things can go wrong. A common pitfall is a lack of clear goals, which can lead to aimless spending and missed opportunities. If you find yourself in this situation, take a step back. Revisit your personal aspirations and values. Don't hesitate to engage a professional planner for guidance in clarifying your goals and creating a more focused strategy. Another potential issue is ignoring changes in your circumstances or the broader economic environment. Life is dynamic, and your financial plan needs to be as well. Schedule regular reviews of your plan and stay informed about economic trends that might impact your wealth. Being proactive in adjusting your strategy can help you avoid major setbacks and capitalize on new opportunities. As we conclude this chapter on creating your future blueprint, you might feel a mix of excitement and perhaps a bit of overwhelm. Creating a comprehensive plan for your wealth is no small task. But remember, this blueprint is not set in stone. It's a living document that will evolve with you, guiding your decisions while adapting to your changing life circumstances and goals. You've taken a crucial step in transforming your sudden wealth from a fleeting windfall into a foundation for lasting prosperity. You've learned to look beyond the immediate allure of wealth to envision a future shaped by your deepest values and aspirations. But as powerful as this future blueprint is, it's just one piece of the puzzle. In the next chapter, we'll explore a dimension of wealth that goes beyond numbers and strategies. We'll delve into a concept that has the power to transform not just your financial life, but your entire sense of purpose and fulfillment. Are you ready to discover the true potential of your wealth? Turn the page and let's embark on a journey that could redefine your entire relationship with money and success. Chapter 7. Embrace Purpose. Imagine for a moment that your wealth is a powerful engine. It hums with potential energy, capable of propelling you to extraordinary heights. But without a destination, even the most potent engine will merely spin its wheels. This chapter is about finding that destination, about infusing your wealth with meaning that transcends mere accumulation. We've talked about managing your money, about creating plans and strategies, but now we're going to delve into something deeper, something that touches the very core of who you are and what you want your life to represent. We're going to explore the concept of purpose, not just as an abstract ideal, but as a practical, transformative force in your wealth management journey. But what exactly do we mean by purpose? It's more than just having goals or a plan. Purpose is about understanding the why behind your wealth. It's about aligning your financial resources with your deepest values and using them as a tool to create meaning in your life and positive change in the world. The importance of embracing purpose in wealth management cannot be overstated. When you manage your wealth with purpose, you unlock a level of personal fulfillment that goes far beyond material success. Money, in and of itself, can buy comfort and security, but it can't buy happiness or meaning. Those come from using your resources in ways that align with your values and contribute to something greater than yourself. Moreover, purpose-driven wealth management allows you to create a positive impact on society. In a world facing numerous challenges, your wealth gives you the power to be a force for good. Whether it's supporting causes you believe in, investing in sustainable businesses, or creating opportunities for others, your purposeful actions can ripple out far beyond your immediate circle. Lastly, embracing purpose helps you establish a meaningful legacy. It ensures that your impact continues long after you're gone, leaving a positive imprint on the world and inspiring future generations. So how do we begin this journey towards purposeful wealth management? It starts with identifying your core values. This process of self-reflection is crucial because your values serve as the compass that will guide all your financial decisions moving forward. Consider engaging in some self-reflection exercises. Journaling can be a powerful tool for uncovering your true values. Try writing about times when you felt most fulfilled or proud of yourself. What were you doing? What made those moments meaningful? These insights can reveal a lot about what truly matters to you. Another effective technique is to imagine you're at your own retirement party or even your funeral. What would you want people to say about you and the life you've lived? This exercise can help clarify your priorities and the legacy you want to leave. As you engage in this self-reflection, pay attention to what truly drives you. What are your passions and interests? What issues or causes ignite a fire within you? Understanding these motivations is key to defining success in a way that goes beyond monetary wealth. Once you have a clear understanding of your values, the next step is to align your wealth with your purpose. This alignment can manifest in various ways, but one of the most immediate is through purposeful spending. This doesn't mean you can't enjoy your wealth. Rather, it's about being intentional with your purchases and supporting businesses and causes that align with your values. Consider the power of ethical consumption. Every purchase you make is, in a sense, a vote for the kind of world you want to live in. By choosing to support companies with strong ethical practices or products that have a positive impact, you're using your wealth as a force for good. Investing with impact is another powerful way to align your wealth with your purpose. Socially responsible investing, SRI, and environmental, social, and governance, ESG criteria have gained significant traction in recent years. These approaches allow you to invest in companies and funds that not only offer financial returns, but also contribute to positive social and environmental outcomes. Philanthropy and social contribution often play a significant role in purpose-driven wealth management. This goes beyond simply writing checks to charities. It's about defining your philanthropic goals and creating a strategy for effective giving. Start by identifying the areas that interest you most. Is it education, healthcare, the arts, environmental conservation? Once you've identified your focus areas, consider the level of impact you want to have. Do you want to support existing organizations, or are you interested in starting your own initiatives? There are various strategies for effective giving, from direct donations to setting up your own foundation. Each approach has its pros and cons, and the right choice depends on your goals, the level of involvement you want, and the scale of your philanthropic ambitions. Whatever approach you choose, it's important to measure the effectiveness of your giving. This isn't about getting credit or recognition, but about ensuring that your resources are truly making the difference you intend. Many philanthropists work with advisors or use specific metrics to evaluate the impact of their contributions. Building a lasting legacy is another crucial aspect of embracing purpose in wealth management. This involves not just financial planning, but also documenting your wishes and communicating with loved ones about your values and intentions for your wealth. Consider creating enduring institutions that can carry on your work long after you're gone. This might involve setting up scholarships, endowments, or community programs that reflect your values and continue to make a positive impact for generations to come. Integrating purpose into your daily life is where the rubber meets the road. It's about living authentically, making conscious choices that align with your beliefs in both big and small ways. This might mean adjusting your career path, changing your spending habits, or simply being more mindful about how you use your time and resources. Remember, embracing purpose isn't just about what you do with your money, it's about who you become in the process. By living your values, you have the opportunity to inspire others. Whether it's through formal mentoring programs or simply leading by example, your actions can encourage others to consider how they too can use their resources more purposefully. As you embark on this purpose-driven journey, it's crucial to maintain balance and prioritize your personal fulfillment. This includes taking care of your mental and physical health. It's easy to become so focused on making a difference that you neglect your own well-being. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. Make sure you're taking time for self-care and avoiding overcommitment. Continual growth is another important aspect of personal fulfillment. Pursue your passions and hobbies, even if they're not directly related to your philanthropic efforts. Engage in lifelong learning. This not only enriches your life, but can also provide new perspectives and ideas that inform your purpose-driven wealth management. Regularly evaluating your impact is crucial for staying on track with your purpose-driven goals. Take time to reflect on your contributions. Are you feeling personally satisfied with your efforts? Are you seeing the results you hoped for? Don't be afraid to seek feedback from the beneficiaries of your philanthropy or the communities you're trying to impact. It's also important to recognize that your purpose may evolve over time. As you gain new experiences and perspectives, your interests and priorities might shift. This is perfectly normal and even desirable. Remaining flexible and open to new ideas ensures that your wealth continues to align with your evolving sense of purpose. To make the most of these concepts, consider engaging in some practical exercises. Complete a values assessment worksheet to gain clarity on what truly matters to you. Volunteer with organizations aligned with your interests to get hands-on experience in the areas you're passionate about. Develop a personal mission statement focused on purpose to guide your decisions and actions. As you implement these strategies, you might wonder what success looks like in purpose-driven wealth management. At a basic level, success means aligning your spending with your personal values. An excellent outcome would be active engagement in purposeful investments and philanthropy, where you're consistently using your wealth as a force for good. The best possible scenario? Deep personal fulfillment, coupled with a lasting positive legacy that continues to make a difference long after you're gone. Of course, even with the best intentions, challenges can arise. You might find a misalignment between your actions and your stated values. If this happens, take a step back and reassess. Are your core values truly reflective of what matters most to you, or have your actions strayed from your intentions? Don't hesitate to seek guidance from mentors or counselors if you're struggling to bridge this gap. Another common pitfall is overcommitting resources, leading to burnout. Remember, embracing purpose is a marathon, not a sprint. Set realistic goals and boundaries. Prioritize your own well-being alongside your desire to make a difference. It's okay to say no sometimes, and it's essential to pace yourself for long-term impact. As we conclude this chapter on embracing purpose, you might feel a sense of excitement, perhaps mixed with a touch of trepidation. You've discovered that wealth management isn't just about growing your assets, it's about growing as a person and making a meaningful impact on the world around you. You've learned that true wealth isn't measured solely in dollars and cents, but in the positive change you can create and the lives you can touch. You've seen how aligning your wealth with your deepest values can lead to profound personal fulfillment and a legacy that extends far beyond your lifetime. But our journey isn't over yet. In fact, we're about to enter a realm that might challenge your newfound sense of purpose in unexpected ways. The next chapter will explore a dimension of wealth management that requires both generosity and wisdom, compassion and discernment. Are you ready to navigate the delicate balance between giving and preserving? Turn the page and let's delve into the art of strategic benevolence. Chapter 8: Strategic Giving. Imagine you've been given a magical well that never runs dry. At first glance, it seems like a dream come true, an endless source of water to share with the world. But as you begin to distribute this precious resource, you realize a startling truth. The act of giving, even from a seemingly infinite source, is far more complex than you ever imagined. This chapter is about navigating the intricate dance of generosity. It's about learning to give in a way that enriches both the giver and the receiver without depleting the source. But more than that, it's about mastering the art of balance between generosity and self-preservation, between helping others and maintaining your own stability. The concept of strategic giving might seem paradoxical at first. After all, isn't true generosity supposed to be selfless and unconditional? But as we'll explore, thoughtful, intentional giving can actually lead to more meaningful and impactful contributions, while also preserving your ability to give in the long term. One of the primary reasons strategic giving is so crucial is that it strengthens relationships through responsible generosity. When you give in a way that's sustainable and well-considered, you create a positive cycle of goodwill without breeding dependency or resentment. It allows you to be truly helpful without enabling harmful behaviors or creating unrealistic expectations. Moreover, strategic giving prevents the financial strain that can come from overgiving. It's a common pitfall for those who suddenly come into wealth to feel an obligation to solve everyone's problems. But this approach can quickly lead to depleted resources and personal stress, ultimately limiting your ability to make a lasting, positive impact. Perhaps most importantly, strategic giving helps establish healthy boundaries with others. When you have clear guidelines for how and when you give, it becomes easier to navigate the often tricky waters of requests for financial assistance from friends, family, and even strangers. To truly understand strategic giving, we need to delve into the psychology behind generosity. What drives us to give? For some, it's pure altruism, a genuine desire to help others without expectation of return. For others, there might be a sense of obligation, particularly when it comes to family or close friends. And let's not forget the emotional gratification that comes from giving, that warm glow of knowing you've made a difference in someone's life. However, it's important to recognize that giving can have potential downsides as well. Recipients might develop a sense of entitlement, expecting continued support rather than viewing it as a temporary helping hand. Resentment can build on both sides, from the giver who feels taken advantage of, and from the recipient who might feel a loss of independence or dignity. So how do we navigate these complex waters? The key lies in creating a personal giving policy. This isn't about being stingy or cold-hearted. Rather, it's about defining clear, thoughtful guidelines that allow you to give generously while also protecting your own financial and emotional well-being. Start by defining your limits. This might include setting financial caps on gifts and loans, or determining how frequently you're willing to provide assistance. Consider the difference between situational support, helping someone through a temporary crisis, and consistent support, which might create dependency. Your giving policy should also align with your personal values and the causes you're most passionate about. This ensures that your generosity is not just reactive, but proactive and purposeful. Once you have a clear giving policy, the next challenge is communicating these boundaries clearly to others. This often involves having honest, sometimes difficult conversations. Be transparent about your decisions and the reasoning behind them. Remember, you don't owe anyone an explanation for your choices, but providing context can help others understand and respect your boundaries. Inevitably, you may face pushback when setting these boundaries. The key is to stay firm while remaining respectful. Avoid being drawn into guilt trips or manipulation. Remember that saying no to one request allows you to say yes to things that align more closely with your values and long-term giving strategy. When you do choose to give, focus on supporting others responsibly. This means not just providing financial assistance, but empowering recipients to achieve financial independence. Consider ways you can provide tools, education, or opportunities that will have a lasting impact beyond a one-time monetary gift. Structuring your assistance can also lead to more positive outcomes. This might involve making gifts conditional on certain actions or progress, or formalizing loans with clear agreements. The goal is not to be controlling, but to ensure that your support is truly helpful and doesn't create unintended negative consequences. Charitable contributions are often a significant part of strategic giving. To maximize your impact, take the time to research organizations thoroughly. Look beyond flashy marketing to understand how efficiently they use donations and what concrete results they achieve. Consider the principles of effective altruism, which focus on doing the most good possible with the resources available. Don't forget to consider the tax implications of your charitable giving. Understanding the deductibility of different types of donations and the strategic timing of contributions can help you maximize both your tax benefits and the impact of your giving. As your wealth becomes known, you may find yourself fielding an increasing number of requests for assistance. Developing a system for evaluating these requests is crucial. Learn to assess the legitimacy of appeals, whether they're from established charities or individuals. Be wary of scams and fraud, which unfortunately often target generous individuals. Prioritizing causes can be challenging, but it's a necessary part of strategic giving. Use your giving policy as a guide, and don't be afraid to say no to requests that don't align with your priorities. Remember, every yes to one cause is implicitly a no to countless others, so make your choices count. Monitoring your giving is an often overlooked aspect of strategic philanthropy. Keep detailed records of your contributions, both for tax purposes and to track your impact over time. Regularly review your giving patterns and reflect on the outcomes. Are you seeing the results you hoped for? Are there areas where you could be more effective? Be prepared to adjust your strategies as needed. Your priorities may shift over time, or you may discover new, more impactful ways to give. Flexibility and willingness to learn are key attributes of effective philanthropists. Throughout all of this, it's crucial to protect your own financial health. Learn to recognize signs that you might be overextending yourself. Are your charitable contributions impacting your ability to meet your own financial goals? Do you feel stressed or resentful about your giving? These could be indicators that it's time to reassess your approach. Balancing generosity with personal responsibility is an ongoing process. It's not selfish to ensure your own financial stability. In fact, it's necessary if you want to continue making a positive impact in the long term. Maintaining this balance also helps preserve healthy relationships, as it prevents the buildup of resentment or guilt that can come from unsustainable giving patterns. To make the most of these concepts, consider engaging in some practical exercises. draft a personal giving policy document that outlines your priorities, limits, and decision-making criteria. Practice role-playing conversations where you set boundaries or decline requests. Create a detailed charitable giving plan that aligns with your values and financial capabilities. As you implement these strategies, you might wonder what success looks like in strategic giving. At a basic level, success means having control over your personal giving, being intentional rather than reactive. An excellent outcome would be maintaining healthy relationships with clear boundaries where your generosity is appreciated but not expected or demanded. The best possible scenario? Making a significant positive impact in areas you care about while maintaining your own financial stability and peace of mind. Of course, challenges can arise even with the best laid plans. You might find yourself feeling guilted into overgiving, especially by close friends or family members. If this happens, remind yourself of your giving policy and the reasons behind it. Practice assertive communication, expressing your decisions clearly and confidently without being aggressive. Setting boundaries can sometimes lead to strained relationships, particularly if others have grown accustomed to your support. In these cases, engage in open, empathetic dialogue. Listen to their concerns, but also clearly communicate your own needs and limitations. In particularly difficult situations, consider seeking the help of a mediator or counselor to navigate these conversations. As we conclude this chapter on strategic giving, you might feel a mix of emotions. Perhaps you're excited about the prospect of making a more meaningful impact with your generosity. Or maybe you're feeling apprehensive about the difficult conversations and decisions that lie ahead. Both reactions are valid and understandable. Remember, strategic giving isn't about being less generous. It's about being more intentional, more impactful, and more sustainable in your generosity. It's about creating a legacy of positive change while also preserving your own well-being and financial security. But as powerful as strategic giving can be, it's just one piece of a larger puzzle. In our final chapter, we'll explore a concept that ties together everything we've discussed so far. We'll delve into an approach to wealth management that goes beyond mere accumulation or even purposeful giving. Are you ready to discover the ultimate key to not just maintaining your sudden wealth, but truly making it endure? Turn the page, and let's uncover the secret to creating a lasting financial legacy. Chapter 9, Enduring Wealth. As we reach the final chapter of our journey, let's take a moment to reflect on how far we've come. You've navigated the initial shock of sudden wealth, learned to pause and assess your situation, built financial guardrails, mastered lifestyle control, created a future blueprint, embraced purpose, and developed strategies for giving. Each step has brought you closer to not just managing your wealth, but truly mastering it. Now we stand at the threshold of perhaps the most crucial concept of all, enduring wealth. This isn't just about preserving what you have, it's about creating a legacy that stands the test of time, adapting to change, and continuing to grow both financially and personally. The journey you've embarked on through this book has equipped you with more than just financial strategies. You've gained enhanced financial literacy and confidence that will serve you well in all aspects of life. The ability to make informed, strategic decisions is now at your fingertips, preparing you not just for the opportunities that lie ahead, but also for the inevitable challenges that come with managing significant wealth. But the impact of what you've learned extends far beyond your bank account. You now have the tools to improve your relationships in profound ways. By establishing healthy financial boundaries, you can build trust and respect with those around you. Your approach to responsible wealth management can inspire others, showing them that it's possible to handle money with both wisdom and compassion. Think about what you can achieve now that might have seemed impossible before. You have the knowledge to not just sustain your wealth, but to grow it effectively. More importantly, you can align your wealth with your personal values and purpose, ensuring that every financial decision you make is in harmony with who you are and what you believe in. Perhaps most exciting of all, you now have the power to create a lasting legacy that can benefit future generations. As you continue to practice the concepts we've explored, you'll find that managing your wealth becomes easier and more intuitive over time. Efficient habits will form, allowing you to achieve greater results with less effort. The benefits of your actions will compound, much like interest in a well-managed investment portfolio. Let's take a moment to reinforce the key principles we've covered. The 7 strategies we've explored: pausing first, assessing finances, establishing financial guardrails, controlling lifestyle, creating a future blueprint, embracing purpose, and giving strategically, are not isolated concepts. They work together, forming a comprehensive approach to wealth management that addresses both the practical and emotional aspects of sudden riches. Reflect on the personal growth you've achieved. Acknowledge the progress you've made, from perhaps feeling overwhelmed by your newfound wealth to now having a clear plan and purpose for it. Celebrate the milestones you've reached along the way. Each represents a step towards true financial mastery. As we look to the future, it's crucial to cultivate a wealth mindset that will serve you for years to come. This mindset is built on habits of financial success, discipline, consistency, and an openness to learning. Embrace continuous improvement, always seeking feedback and staying curious about new financial concepts and strategies. Maintaining vigilance is key to enduring wealth. This means being proactive in your financial management, conducting regular checkups, and anticipating future challenges before they arise. It also means developing resilience, the ability to cope with setbacks and adapt to change. Remember, the financial landscape is always evolving, and your strategies must evolve with it. Life, too, is full of changes, and your wealth management approach must be flexible enough to adapt. Personal transitions, changes in health, relationships, or career can have significant impacts on your financial situation. Economic shifts, from market fluctuations to global events, can affect your investments. The key is to stay informed, diversify your income and investments, and be willing to reassess and adjust your goals as needed. One of the most powerful aspects of enduring wealth is its potential to benefit future generations. This involves more than just passing on money. It's about passing on knowledge, values, and a responsible approach to wealth. Consider how you can educate the next generation about financial literacy, involving them in wealth management discussions and decisions when appropriate. Succession planning is crucial. Preparing your heirs for the responsibilities that come with wealth and establishing open lines of communication about your intentions for your legacy. As we reach the end of our journey together, it's important to embrace the ongoing nature of wealth management. Recognize that wealth is a tool, a powerful one, certainly, but a tool nonetheless. The true joy comes not from the mere possession of wealth, but from using it wisely to create positive change in your life and the world around you. Your commitment to the future starts now. Set clear intentions for how you'll move forward, applying the principles you've learned. Let your approach to wealth inspire others, showing that it's possible to manage money with wisdom, purpose, and compassion. And now, dear reader, we come to the ultimate payoff, the secret to truly enduring wealth. It's not a magic formula or a get-rich-quick scheme. It's something far more powerful and transformative. The key to enduring wealth lies in the integration of all we've discussed: financial acumen, personal growth, purposeful living, and strategic generosity into a cohesive life philosophy. Enduring wealth is about creating a virtuous cycle where your financial decisions reinforce your values guide your purpose fuels your growth, and your growth enhances your ability to make wise financial decisions. It's about seeing wealth not as an end goal, but as a means to create a life of meaning, impact, and fulfillment. By embracing this holistic approach, you're not just preserving your sudden wealth, you're transforming it into a force for good in your life and the world. You're creating a legacy that goes beyond money, one that encompasses wisdom, values, and positive impact. This is the true power of enduring wealth, the ability to use your financial resources to live authentically, grow continuously, give generously, and leave the world a little better than you found it. And the beautiful thing is, as you do this, you'll likely find that your wealth doesn't just endure, it thrives and grows in ways you never imagined. So, as you close this book and step back into your life, remember, you now hold the keys to not just managing wealth, but to creating a life of true richness. The journey doesn't end here. In many ways, it's just beginning. As you embark on this path of enduring wealth, you might find yourself facing a new challenge, maintaining the focus and mental clarity needed to fully implement these strategies. It's one thing to know what to do, but another entirely to consistently apply this knowledge in your daily life. What if there was a way to sharpen your mind to the point where manifesting your financial goals becomes second nature? The answer lies in mastering the art of focused thinking, a skill that can amplify everything you've learned about wealth management. To take your journey to the next level and truly create the reality you desire, don't miss the audiobook, Laser Sharp. Focus your mind to create your reality. Tap the center of the video now to continue your transformation journey.